I want to ask you real quickly about something else that's happening today. What's your reaction to former President Trump's indictment?
Well, we're all watching this. You know, I'm a former county prosecuting attorney, and Fran says, in my heart, I'm still a prosecutor, I guess. So I kind of look at it from that point of view. You know, you got a grand jury that obviously met. What we don't know, as you and I are talking right now, is what is actually in the indictment. Mm-hmm. And so you always want to look at the indictment, see what is this person, whoever it is, you know, actually charged with. So look, it's not a happy day when a former president of the United States is apparently going to be indicted today. Mm-hmm. No one can be happy about that.
Mm-hmm. Well, not only will they not be happy, but there are some people that we've talked to and listened to that are genuinely concerned about the discourse and chaos that could come from this. How do you speak to, I mean, you as the governor represent Democrats and Republicans alike. How do you speak to this broad group of people about something that's so divisive? What words do you think you can give that might just help us keep the peace for?
Well, I don't know that, you know, I can do that, but you're right. It's very, very important. Look, we have to have a respect for the law, and I think we let the judicial process play out, and we see and watch it. But what we don't want to have, you know, nothing wrong with demonstrations. We're a country that believes in our First Amendment. People have the right to demonstrate. They have the right to get mad. They have the right to do a lot of things. What they don't have the right to do is to cross that line and commit any kind of violence. And, you know, that's what, you know, we're very, very focused on. And we don't want to see, you know, what we saw at the nation's capital, you know, when the Electoral College, when the votes were actually being counted. You know, we don't ever want to see that again.
Are there any precautions that the state has taken in light of this and in expectation that something could happen?
Well, we always watch these things, and, you know, we have people in law enforcement who are very, very focused on this, and not just this, but any time that there could be possible disruptions. But, you know, we're not seeing evidence of that. We don't expect it, and we certainly hope it does not occur.
Okay, good to know. Last question on it. Politically, what are your thoughts when you wrap around what this might do in the political spectrum? I mean, this is a former president, but it's also a current presidential candidate.
Yeah, we've never had anything like this before.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what makes it just very, very different. And look, it is what it is. We're going to have to see how this thing plays out. There's, you know, if you read the papers this morning or listen to the news, you know, there's other investigations that are going on as well. And we're a strong country. I keep telling people, look, we're a strong country. We're a resilient country. We don't want to see this happen. It is happening. We'll get through it.